I wanted to do a little smaller video about hinting, and if you didn't listen to the first one that's posted just a day or two ahead, go back and listen to it, and this video will make more sense. But technicians have a tendency to hint sometimes, especially the technicians that are very passive, and there isn't any reason to hint. Here's what it sounds like. Mrs. Jones, your air conditioning system's really old. You know, I wish you'd maybe look at replacing it. You might want to look at replacing it. I don't know, but systems, when they get really this old, you could replace it and look at replacing and own and own and own and own. And what the technician is doing in this particular example is being very passive, almost in an aggressive manner. It's a manipulative way to get the customer to bring up, oh, hey, how much is it? Well, if you want a customer to consider replacing their system, that's a good thing. But it's the customer's choice, it isn't yours. And if the customer says no, that's a good thing, because then you can fix it. So the best way to talk to people is to not manipulate them and not dominate them. You are to dominate over yourself, and you also are to treat people like you want to be treated. And I've said this many, many times. Each individual in your life has the right to say yes or no to your request, and you need to respect that, and you need to throw it out there and be direct and honest and really put them in a place where they feel all the weight of the pressure and the weight of responsibility for saying yes or no. And you let go of manipulating other people. I hate traditional sales. Here's why. Traditional sales is make them say yes, ignore their objections, overcome their stalls and objections, and really it's all about take away their right to say no. I'm going to tell you, man, if you're direct with people and you give them a space to say no, they'll trust you more, they'll appreciate you more, and that will build a deeper connection. And listen, some people need to say no, and no's a good thing for me, and no is a good thing for them. And this is the way that you rule over yourself. You rule over yourself and dominate yourself by putting up limits and understanding what you own and what you don't own. And you do not own their choice. They own their choice. So be direct. It's really easy as a technician. Here's how you be direct. Hey, Mrs. Jones, your air conditioning system's really old, 15 years. It needs a new fan motor, whatever. It's got a fault in the air distribution system. However you say it, just be you. I feel like it's really prudent when a system gets this old to consider replacing. Let me ask you a question. See, here's how you're being direct. Let me ask you a question. Don't let me hint. Let me be really direct. I want to ask you a direct question. Let me ask you a question. Would you like to look at options to replace this old system before you fix it, or do you want to look at options just to fix it? Tell me what to do. You're the boss. Well, why do I need to replace it? I'm not sure you do. And I'm not suggesting that you do. It's your choice. All I'm doing is asking you, do you want to look at those options before you look at the options to fix? It's your choice. You got two choices, fix or replace. So here's what I want you to learn. Here's what I want you to know. Your responsibility is to ask the question, and their responsibility is to say yes or no to your request. You have the right to ask questions, and everyone has the right to say yes or no to your request. So if you're hinting around, you're probably afraid of allowing them their free will. And that's a mistake. Go back to the other video that I did a couple of days ago where God said in Genesis, multiply and take dominion over stuff. Well, we are to take dominion over our own lives, but never dominion over the lives of other people. You're not to dominate the person who's your client. You're to dominate yourself, which, you know, it goes into boundaries, and I don't have time to go into that on this video, but dominate yourself. Understand you own the process, they own the decision. Let them own what they own and be responsible for what they're responsible for. Don't be afraid of no. Your job's just to sow. Your job is not to create the miracle of the plants growing. You don't really have any control over anybody. You only have control over yourself. Ask. Let it go. And let the law of sowing and reaping happen. It'll happen. You'll sell some, you won't sell some. Hey, thank you. I hope this video helped you. And God bless.